Ready. Yay! So it is Thursday, October 24th, and this is Young Poets Ignite. My name is Eli, and I'll be your host for today.
Youth Poets Ignite! It's lit!
Cool. Yeah, I'm trying to catch up with the trends. As you know, it's my first time doing this thing. B usually does this, so bear with me here. How many of you guys have been to a poetry slam before? Never. Never? Ever? Have you ever? Good. Okay. So, right? Yeah, you got to put a finger down now. So the way it works, you have 3 minutes, 30 seconds to perform a poem. It has to be completely original, written by you and nobody else. You cannot use props, costumes, or animal acts, but of course all of that is available today because, well, it's Halloween or whatnot. And then after that, you're going to be judged by 5 random judges from the audience. They'll be able to score you from a 7.0 to a 10.0. We drop the lowest score and the highest score, keeping the 3 scores in the middle, and then that'll be your score at the end of the day. Top 3 poets go back up. It'll be accumulative.
Yes.
I'm making executive decisions.
How many poets?
3 poets.
Then I would assume the top 3 poets
Right.
would go to the second
It only
round.
makes sense. Executive decisions are made here. Top 3 poets make it back to the second round, and then we'll decide who the top 3 are. Anything else?
I don't think so.
What is it? Young Poets Ignite?
Youth
Poets Ignite!
It's lit!
Okay, I'm gonna need y'all to get far much more excited for that. Youth Poets Ignite!
It's lit!
Cool. So, if there's a poem that you really, really like, and it completely blew your mind, you're gonna cheer very loudly, or as loud as we can without bothering anybody else in the library. So let's try that. Say you just heard a really good poem, and you're gonna cheer as loud as you can right now. Is that really it?
Yeah.
Okay, that's right. A little bit louder. Let's try that. Okay, say somebody gives a very low score to a really good poem, and you want to tell them off in a very nice way. How will you do that? So it's highly encouraged to give the people some feedback. It's highly encouraged to give the people some feedback. If you like what they're saying, you could snap your fingers. You could say, "Ayo," say "Ayo." Ayo. Snap your fingers, snap your fingers. You could stomp the ground, stomp the ground. You could clap your hands once, twice, 3 times. Cool. You can do all of that while they're performing. Don't bother them too much. Maybe you could talk to them after and ask them about their poetry if they feel comfortable about it. So today you're gonna hear 3 awesome youth poets by the name of Squirrel, Sticky Notes, and Mouse, in that particular order. We have 5 judges, which I didn't get your names, but it's okay. Judge number 1 is there, judge number 2 is there, judge number 3 is there, judge number 4 is there, judge number 5 is over there. Cool. And then you're gonna have a sacrificial poet. So technically the way it works, you can't judge these people right off the bat, so you gotta have somebody to spill the blood, to get comfortable and ease everything into normality, and I am gonna be that sacrifice. Yes.
I'll put it in his head.
So, oh, did I lose it? So this is a poem I wrote when I was probably your age or younger. And I haven't performed this poem in a very long time, probably when I was your age or younger. Dearest Double J, someone once said love means never having to say you are sorry, but this isn't love, so I'm sorry. When I said I love you, I didn't mean forever. I was just longing for the idea of love, just miss someone being there for me, miss late night conversations and oxytocin highs from holding your hands for 3 minutes. Those usually led to hugs and then kisses, but I guess your touch wasn't good enough. It wasn't what I was looking for. You see, I am just like every other guy. I'm not as sweet as I sound. Those love poems have been read to many other girls. You are not like Texas, so stop feeling special. Stop thinking you are the one. You are just like every other girl. So infatuated by the idea of romance, this is a curse of teenage love. I met it once before, sitting in my biology lab table with a hello and enchantment began, but she soon left me for a guy who didn't know a damn thing about the passion it took to love her. So I kept looking for what she would give me and came to a conclusion that sometimes we are so insecure that we just need somebody to love and never see the damage that we are doing. Sometimes we make others fall so hard for us and never seem to catch them. Sometimes we break others just so we could express what broke us, and I'm sorry I did this to you. All I wanted was to be reminded of how it felt to be cared for. You gave me your all. You kissed me with passion and I just closed my eyes. You hugged me and I hugged someone else in my mind. I guess it was a fact that I was looking for love way before I got rid of the idea of the person that I wanted. Love. I never meant to wear you out for no reason, but you slipped out of my tongue, jumped into her heart, made her believe she was worthy when in reality I didn't mean a single thing. I meant love. When I said your name, no, I had no intention to mean it. Give it up for Squirrel!
You're good.
To the poem I don't want to finish writing, you'll forever remain a memo on my phone, like a doll from my past. You're dusty. You're dusty like a doll that I've left outside. To the poem I don't want to finish writing, I'm standing on the edge. Words I've said should be what sends me over edge, but it's the least you can do. They're like the stars I've drawn on my hand before, knowing that as the day went on, they wouldn't last me anymore. To the poem I don't want to finish writing, I'm ready to delete you. I thought the only man who wouldn't ignore me would be my father. But the smell of bitterness, musty heat in the air when you speak makes it hard for me to breathe. My mind fills with the color red when I look at you, but I remember it being hues of green like the land you worked on. When yellow tractors made me proud, you drove the sun's colors around. But as I've come to know, my heart aches when I hear the slurred words. I'm so weak from the stench that I forget to breathe. Dad, I carry your blood in my veins and it gives me the pride I want to show but never will. The man who took care of me defeated by a can. And the times where we laughed are now filled with silence and a smell that has been stitched on you. There are times where I can't stand you and I get embarrassed of being seen with you because the man I see today isn't the man that called me his little girl 10 years ago. Dad, you taught me everything that I know, and I am the person I am now because of you. But I pray I won't find a man like you. Because Dad, I am your daughter through and through, and I think I'm starting to like the smell of beer too.
Peter Parker. Peter Parker?
A man sitting down. He's dying inside. The sins of his past he can no longer hide. He knows he has to get it out, but in what way? When the strain of his sorrows make him slowly decay. As he brings collapse, what is inside of him finally breaks out. For a moment, his clarity won't allow him to pout. Then the stench of his previous sins starts sweeping in. So he gets out the chamber before it gets under his skin. He washes his hands and goes out the door, and he tells his friend, "Shit, I say I needn't talk about no more."
beauty, I'm intelligent. Don't ask about math, we'll just scratch that. But ask me to write you a page and I'll give you a book with references. I left some notes as well. You're welcome. Need anything else? Need anything else? And for this moment, I love me. And when I need a reminder, I'll restate these facts that I am me. I am generous, I am cherished, I am strong, I am beautiful, and I love me. Have you been kicked out of the chat tomorrow? Good girl, good girl. Good girl is a dog's name. But these words come out of your mouth, dragging back horrible memories. I am not a dog. But you reach to pet my head like I'm some kind of dog, saying that it'll help calm me down. You talk to me like I'm some little kid who, God forbid, has ever heard the word fuck in her entire life. Good girl. You drag me into conversations by a collar you've tried to put on me and ask why I don't stand up for you. You're like some sort of guard dog because it's what a good girl is supposed to do. But I am no good girl. I'm a lady who will not stand by these words. I'm a woman fighting memories of attempted rape that will chain me down by the words good girl, like some animal. I'm the girl who waited for you to show up to class. I'm the impossible girl who wants to show you that nothing is impossible. I'm the girl that walked your earth to further understand your problems. I am not a good dog. I am a bad wolf.
I wake up, tired and fine, thinking today could be a great time. Then I remember about the pill, supposed to make me concentrate better, only to make me ill. It'll be worth it, your grades will go up. Knowing better, I popped it into my mouth and took a gulp. Feel fine, maybe things have changed. Go to school, thinking my day's been made. Then it hits me during first block. My mind stops to vlog. But instead of feeling good, I feel tired, thinking about the broken man and all the events that will transpire. The man questions his choices, worries about the future. The grades echo in his brain, growing malignant like a tumor. It's unfair. I've only tried to do right, yet for me to succeed, I have to take a pill that makes every action feel like a plague. Thinking, where did I go wrong? Where I had to depend on a pill that made a minute feel like an eternity long. Realizing that that man was me. Emotion loss. Sure, I can now concentrate in class, but at what cost?
Exercise is good for your heart. Medicine is good for when you get sick. But as my brother said when I burned a pizza, what the fuck are you even good for? Well, I'm good at for a lot of things. For one, I'm good at being your punching bag, and I don't say anything about it sometimes. I'm good at being the guardian of your secrets for as long as I can remember. I'm good at taking the blame for you, good at listening to your problems. I'm good at playing games with you, like when we were little, except I'd always be in a bubble. I'm good at taking in all your anger and not breaking down until I'm alone. I'm good at being yelled at, and I'm good at blocking out fights that happen around me. Because I'm afraid I'll take their own words and hurt myself with them. And those thoughts don't leave me alone.
Give it up for sticky notes, sticky notes, sticky notes. Give it up for
You can't write a poem with the word bet in it. They said I'd like to see them try to stop me. Bet. A word meaning to risk something, to be certain of. Oh, I bet I'm risking all of this just to say this word. A risk I am willing to take is to annoy my sponsor every time he challenges me. I can't help but to say the word bet. It's become a natural habit of mine. You can't glue your hands together, bet. You can't eat pizza like a taco, bet. You can't go up there and do a great performance, bet. A word that has been the word that has been banned in this room, but I bet they're not going to do anything about it. As a teenage girl, I am told I can't play sports with the boys because I am not tough enough, bet. I am told to sit quiet and be good, bet. Don't ask questions, just do what you're told, bet. You can't stop me. I am a child that is growing in this life of sadness, and I bet you're not going to be able to stop me.
It was 5 a.m. on April 27th, when the uncle I loved had gone to heaven. The charismatic man was 98, when he peacefully took his last breaths on that date. The defining example of compassion, being a good Samaritan, was his passion. Setting up the Salvation Army in Guatemala and Mexico since 1958, a lasting legacy is what he helped create. Not only that, but he was a poet, able to spawn words, whether it be a haiku or a sonnet. He was also a cheerful guy, singing and dancing for anyone that would pass by. But most importantly, compassion is what he taught. And for that cause, he always fought. So to my uncle, who never knew that I read his works or that in slams I would compete, este poema será compartido con el mundo y dedicado por ti.
Cool. And then there's a pen tool. So it's a pen, it's a screwdriver, and it's a level, and it's a ruler. It's a handy. Coming in third place with a score of an 82.3. You guys give it up for Mouse.
I love that we were on that.
Coming in second place, we have this shadow. Two pens. In second place with a 1 point difference in getting first place.
Wow.
With a score of an 84. Give me a drum roll. Give it up for Squirrel! Coming in first place, they get this Witch Doctor, Harry Potter pen, and a notebook that says no fox given. In first place with a score of an 85. You guys give it up for Sticky Notes? I think that's Sticky Notes!
We're all winners.
Speech.
Say speech.
Instead of like over the lip.
Speech.
You guys give it up for your winners tonight.
No, actually, it's a spin-off.